Okay, so now I'm on episode 5, and at this point, I don't even know. It wasn't a terrible episode. I don't think any of these episodes have been terrible yet. But this is another one where it's Iron Fist. I guess that's what you could say. It's Iron Fist, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not great, but, so I guess it's something to watch if you really love superhero shows. This is the one episode that made me realize how much of a not superhero Iron Fist really is. Like, at least in the last episode, you could say, oh, there was a hallway fight. That was kind of cool-ish. It really wasn't, but at least you could see him, like, flipping around and stuff. Daredevil, you buy it. He is really badass. You get to see him take out a lot of dudes, and it's just really, really cinematic. Well shot, very well edited when it's even edited, because a lot of those action scenes, or at least a couple of them, were tracking shots, so it's just one long take. And it's just, I can buy that. Also, he's blind, so, right there, immediately you have to give him extra credit there. Here it's just a dude that has his fist glowy sometimes, and he uses the glowy fist only once in a while. He uses it mostly just, like, open doors. Like, he's already opened 2 doors so far, and hit one enemy, like it's a video game. One bad guy, that's even better. One bad guy with it, and he didn't even hit the bad guy. He only hit the brass knuckles of the bad guy so far. So really, he's used it on inanimate objects more than people. At least so far. I'm sure there's gonna be a part later on where, the bad guy's about to take him out, but he's like, with his yellow glow fist. So alright, so Randy Dan he's not a very good superhero, at least in my eyes, from this series so far. Maybe he'll do some really cool superhero heroic stuff, but Luke Cage, they got to the point pretty quickly. After a couple of episodes, you could tell, yeah, this guy's an anti-hero, but not really. He's more of a superhero. Jessica Jones is more like an anti-hero. But Jessica Jones, they were trying to do more of a detective thing there, so you can buy it when she's not fighting because she's doing more detective stuff. This is just like he wants to save the city and save his name and stuff. And so far, he's punched a couple dudes, and he snuck around a lot. In this episode, he does a lot of stealth, and it's pretty piss poor. Okay, so with the heroin and all that stuff out of the way, did I talk about that? Did I? Yeah, I talked about that, right? Right? Did I talk about that? I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I just discussed. This show is so freaking forgettable. Well, if I didn't mention it, I'm going to mention it here. I don't remember if I did. That's bad. I'm already forgetting the things I'm talking about when talking about the show that I'm forgetting immediately. Does that make sense? I don't know. Probably not. But anyway, the Hand, which is the main bad guys of this show, and I'm assuming of the Defenders as well. I'm not sure. I haven't finished this yet, so we'll see. But I'm assuming they're kind of building this up as the main bad guys of the Defenders. Because now Danny Rand has to fight them, and Daredevil, of course, had to fight them. I don't think Luke Cage had to deal with them. I'm not really sure. I think they were in Luke Cage, but I don't think he had to deal with them. Again, I don't remember. It's been a long time. Actually, I don't even think. I don't know. Whatever. Point is that the Hand is weaponizing or creating super, super good heroin. They are making the best heroin, and that's where this episode starts off, with them creating the best heroin that you don't even need to inject into your arm with a needle. You can just like it's like a piece of tape and you just put it on your arm and you get high as a motherfucker. And that's it. So they're creating the best heroin ever, and they're going to use that to take over the city, I guess. I don't know. They haven't explained their plot, but it seems pretty silly considering all we've seen of the Hand is Madame Goy, who is really methodical seeming, at least, and she seems like someone that you don't take. I mean, she doesn't take any shit or whatever, and we've seen a bunch of ninjas that kill people. It's just weird that now they're just saying, fuck it, just heroin. But who knows? Maybe it's not their plot. Maybe it's someone else's plot, and it looks like it's the Hand. Who knows? We'll find out later. It's still silly either way. Right now, I'm going to tell you right here, I'm tired of all the freaking board meeting stuff. This is getting ridiculous. It's 5 episodes in. We've had 10 board meetings for this fucking Rand Enterprises shit, and I'm so sick of it. It reminds me of, like, in Daredevil where they had the courtroom scenes and stuff. But at least those, even though they were kind of slow at times, at least sometimes they were really interesting. Here, not one single boardroom meeting that we have had has fucking been entertaining or interesting or anything. It's been terrible so far. And it really doesn't help that the dialogue is not getting any better. It really isn't. Even the editing's not getting better, because they could have edited out some stuff where people are just walking and taking their fucking time and stuff, and there's just times where this show shouldn't be 50 minutes each episode. It shouldn't be 13 episodes. I can already tell you right here, they probably could have cut this down. I haven't watched the other episodes. I can probably already tell you right here with confidence that they probably could cut this down into like 10 episodes. Maybe even 8. Who knows? So it worked with Stranger Things. So, that was 8 episodes, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was 6. No, I think it was 8. But, cool things in this episode. You got Ward taking drugs and flipping off his dad, which was hilarious. Which actually I should reenact that scene. That scene was actually pretty good. Okay, this is like a turning point for Ward maybe, because Ward has been annoying, so has Joy, and them together is boring most of the time because it's always like company stuff. I got something in my eye. But here, this scene was great, where I don't even remember the conversation leading up to this moment, but it was something to do with Joy being right, and he got a message from his dad, who is dead, quote unquote, of course, Harold, and he says, you should listen to what Joy said. And he's like, how did he know what Joy just said? And it comes up, it just crosses his mind, like, did he have this room bugged with a microphone or even a camera or whatever? So he just looks around. Here, I'm going to react the scene. It's perfect. It's beautiful. This is what he does. That's what he does. That's the whole scene. So that right there was beautiful. He also takes drugs, which is great. He takes that heroin I was talking about. He does, and he gets all loopy and stuff. We get to see Rosario Dawson's character finally. I was wondering when she'd go pop up. Claire Temple, of course. I love Rosario Dawson. We get to see her, and there's a whole awkward little dinner scene between her, Danny Rand, and Colleen. And it's a little awkward, but it was okay. When it comes to dialogue, that was probably the best piece of dialogue from the entire series so far, only because Rosario Dawson's there and her character's great and I love her. I really do. I love that woman. Ever since Clerks 2, oh my god, marry me. The end has not an action scene, it was a stealth scene. I'm not even kidding. There's stealth in this, where the Colleen and Randy Dan have to go and find out where the heroin is being shipped out to or from or where, I don't know. And they go there and they find some dude who's making them drugs and he gets stabbed and they have to save him. They bring him back to Claire. Claire saves him with a credit card. Don't even fucking ask. And then at the end of the episode, Madame Gao appears. Even though she's appeared a couple times before, this is supposed to be like a big surprise, like she's here. She's appeared already like twice. You just didn't see her face. But if you've seen any of the other Netflix shows, then, I mean, most likely you have, then you know who it was immediately, even if she was in the shadows, because you heard her voice and you saw her, the way she was standing and stuff, and you know the hand is a big part of this. So why they treated that like, oh, there she is, Madame Gao at the end. It was like a big intro for her. I was like, we've seen her like 2 or 3 times. We've heard her once, or twice maybe, and we've seen her twice in the shadows. So, okay. And that's how the episode ends. So there you go. I think that was a pretty good little... little 8 minutes long. I might have to start just uploading each one of these episodes as its own video. I might actually do that because this is gonna be one long ass series if I decide to do it like as a compilation, like it would be a long video. And I know some people will tune out after like one episode of me talking about it. So maybe I'll upload these separately. We'll see. I don't want to video whore myself out, but whatever. I think it would be a better idea. So anyway, there you go. That was episode 5. Immortal emerges from cave is the next one. That's the name of the next one. It's right there on my TV. So anyway, there you go. Thank you and goodbye.